Good afternoon. Look, I'm used to occasions such as these, but in the second day, in the middle of the afternoon, the room will be empty. The fact that you are all here, you're still here at 3:30 in the second day, to me is already an indication of the success of this event. So give yourself a round of applause. Look, I didn't have time to say it yesterday, but I came to this event because I was giving a speech, I was giving a talk at the Brookings Institution in Washington, D.C. And when I finished, a gentleman came to me and said, "Sir, can you please help a friend of mine? Can you just join her and tell us the type of story you told today? She is working hard to help Africa. She's working hard to improve trade between Africa and the US." And I said, if that's the objective, I'm happy to help. Please ask your friend to contact me. And from the first phone call I got from Toyin, her contagious passion just convinced me that she was doing the right thing. And I remember after the first phone call saying, I don't know if I'm going to be able to be there. I don't know. It's difficult for me to commit, but I know I'm going to help you. So, Toyin, really, I want to thank you for doing what you are doing. It's fantastic to bring all these people here. And I think we are all here together because Toyin decided to respond to a call. The question I have for you is, are you ready to respond to that call that you will get if you haven't gotten yet? Are we ready? And it's not a simple question because when that call comes, most of us, we duck and it goes up. We don't always respond present. But you have taken the courage to respond to that call, and you've taught us what giving is, because you have given away your network. You have given away your network so that we all can benefit, so that Africa can benefit. And I think that's a very, very important, So when I decided, finally, when I managed to avail myself to come, and I can tell you she's been so persistent. She's been so persistent. When I managed to avail myself to come, I really didn't expect, much. I didn't know. But over the past 2 days, let me just share my feelings. First of all, for a first, this is a master coup. Sitting through yesterday, I felt completely at ease, having, sat in international forums forever in my life. I felt like I was sitting in an event organized by the World Bank or the IMF. It was perfectly synchronized. It was perfectly synchronized, and the quality of the speakers, oh my God, I was amazed. And managing the tour de force of having, Dale, Donnie, Scott, and managing to actually get them to open up and share their life stories, to me was the apex of the day. And only you could manage to do that. Because you knew them, you knew exactly what they could, say, and none of us could guess. So really, the quality of the speakers, the sequence of the sessions, this was, to me, an extremely well-organized event. And I'm really, really glad I came. Now, looking forward, what are a couple of lessons that could be useful? The first is for each of us who were blessed to be in this audience for the past 2 days, not to ask what she can continue doing for us, but what we can do for her and for Africa. Because I'm sure a number of us have our own networks, our own contacts, and we keep them to ourselves. Just imagine if we could just follow her example and pool all our networks together. Can you imagine what impact that could have in Africa? That's what I'm inviting you to. That's what I'm challenging each of you to do. Please, let's bring our friends together. Let's all look into our lives and find those like-minded people. Those people like Dale, Scott, Donnie, and others in this room who are committed to the development of Africa. Not by pity, but because they believe in the people of Africa, and they believe a world without Africa, it's not complete. So let's pull into, let's friend raise. Let like that. Friends raise and bring it together to really expand this network and have the highest impact possible for Africans. The second idea I would probably challenge us to do is that by the next forum, that we have a long track record of deals and concrete actions that came from this gathering. So I'm going to challenge you not only to network, but to report back to Toyin on what has come out from the interactions here. If we manage to get a project started, please report back so that at the next edition of this forum, we start by the achievement of the previous ones so far. And I would also suggest that at the next forum, that we work on a series of deals, a series of projects to be signed during the next forums. Woo. And I would just end by telling a little story. And that story is something that I hope would capture the spirit of the discussion about our youth and our countries really realizing that nobody else will come to save us. Nobody else would come to develop us. And that short, simple story is that none of the philanthropes, none of the international organizations have ever developed a country. Not even the World Bank, not even the IMF. They have never developed a country, but they have helped countries that wanted to develop to do so. Are we ready to develop? Can we, as a group, help our countries get ready to leverage all the goodwill and all the financial resources that are floating, looking for the right place to land? Thank you very much.